Yo, Hawkeye Holler Nation, stand up and welcome back to the second channel and welcome to the Twin Peaks Race Wars event. Yes, 13 Hot Wheels 5-packs stack up to make a Twin Peak track side-by-side racing, and let me tell you what, these 16 cars are going to get some air. Speaking of the 16 cars, we have an amazing field set, all licensed vehicles, and we are going to see which one of them can reign supreme here today on the Twin Peaks. Now, this is the tallest track setup I have ever created, whether it be here or over on the main channel. Make sure you are subscribed to both channels right now. It is free to do so. Hit the subscribe button. Become part of the Hawkeye Holler Nation today, not only here, but over on the main channel as well, where we race our BBTs, our big, beautiful trucks, our monster trucks, getting ready to hold a special event over there. But anywho, back to the Twin Peaks setup. We are going to race these cars in lanes 1 and 6. They will drag race, have to climb the hill, more than likely get some air, land flush back on the track, and then drag race to the finish. We are going to see some insane races. More than likely, we are going to see cars miss the track and crash out of this event. Now, we are holding a specialty event, the demolition race, where we have 2 winners already advanced into the finale, where we will have 16 winners overall. Again, that is why you just want to subscribe to the channel, become part of the Hawkeye Holler Nation today. Huge thank you to my Patreon members and my YouTube members for helping support the channel, not only here, but over on the main channel as well. Your donations never go unnoticed, and I cannot thank you guys enough for the support. So, if you are able, consider becoming a Patreon member or a YouTube member today. Those links are down below. Tiers start at $1 a month. But anywho, who's it gonna be? Yes, our big bad Ford F-150 will be defending his Race Wars crown, as this is a Race Wars event. No matter the setup, no matter the track, the reigning Race Wars champion will have to defend their crown. Can he become a 3-time Race Wars king? Well, we are about to find out. Again, 16 beautiful cars ready to go. Who's it gonna be? Up first, we will have the Mighty K truck taking on the 89 Mercedes-Benz 560 SEC AMG. Now, do keep in mind, Race Wars is a one-and-done event, so you need to be fast. You need to beat your opponent. You need to be the first one to the finish line. All right, I am hoping for an amazing event. The track has been tested, not with these cars, but with similar makes and models. So, without further ado, all right, let's get the Twin Peaks underway. How about that? The little Mighty K beating out the Mercedes monster. Interesting. All right, a couple of bow ties up next. You got the 76 Chevy Chevette taking on the 62 Corvette. A couple of beautiful Chevrolets. Who's gonna get it done? Now, yes, all lanes are created equal. So, like I said, I put a lot of testing into this event for some good racing. All right, Chevette, Corvette, let's go. Oh, there it is, the first tumble. All right, it looks like the Corvette was upside down before he even made his ascension. Now the Chevette did come off, so those people are all already on the ground, so we don't have to worry about that. Now, we will give them one more go to complete their lap. If not, they're both eliminated. Of course, to keep things fair, we will switch lanes. All right, one final time between these two competitors. Let's go. Oh, there it is again. Oh my goodness, I have a change of heart. We will move on. Not the Corvette. They are eliminated. We'll park them over here next to the Benz if I know how to back up a vehicle. I wanted to eliminate both competitors, but then again, I want an even 8, which goes to an even 4 into an even 2. So even though they did not finish the race, the Chevette will move on. Coming up next, you got the Porsche 918 Spyder from Matchbox taking on the Hot Wheels Mercury Cougar. Man, oh man, you can see that Porsche from the ISS. I told you when these cars get the air, they better plant it just right or it's gonna be a crash. All right, here we go. Oh, again. All right, lanes are switched. Let's see if we can complete a lap. So far, 2 races in a row. They're having trouble. There it is, the Cougar. All right, looks like the Porsche had trouble. They are eliminated, even though that is a beautiful ride. The Cougar will advance, even though he rode the rails all the way to the finish. Lamborghini Reventon and Koenigsegg Gemera up next. A couple of supercar behemoths are going to take on the Twin Peaks. Dropping the information now, the next Race Wars event will be back on the Cottonmouth, and it will be on the Cottonmouth 2.0. All right, here we go. Oh, it's going to be the Lambo. The Lamborghini kept it stuck down to the track like a true bull. The Gemera had a little bit of trouble getting back on the track. He rode the rails, and it gave him an elimination. Look at that, 2 silvers and 2 yellows eliminated back to back, and we have a trend going on. Red cars are ruling the roost. All right, a couple of Fast and Furious Chargers next, the Ice Charger and the Off-Road Charger. Let's see if that off-road suspension can help that Charger out. All right, Dominic Toretto versus Dominic Toretto. Interesting, let's go. Oh, man. The Ice Charger just about had it, so we have to switch lanes and give him one more go. Alrighty, lanes are switched. Both of these Chargers got some massive air last time. Let's do it again. It will be the off-road. The off-road Charger will get the victory. As you guys can see, both of these lanes are equal. It's just the way these cars land when they get the air. Sometimes they just won't land on those rails. And then it is a crash zone. You know, danger zone. Up next, you're going to have the Jeep Gladiator taking on the Hemi Challenger. Well, I thought the Jeep was a little bit less wide than I thought, so the Challenger, all they need to do is finish this race. Dang, oh dang, I was hoping to see the Jeep get some air, but they're barely gonna make it down the track. All right, let's go. There's the Challenger, got her done. And by getting it done, it was just barely, but man, look at that casting. That is so cool. Really wish I was able to find the rest of that Fast and Furious line, but I could not beat the scalpers to the stores. Again, another silver car eliminated. Yikes. We had the battle of the bow ties. Now we have the battle of the Mopars. The Demon versus the Hellcat. All right. It's going to be a good Mopar battle. Mopar or no car? All right, time for these land yachts to get some air. Oh, barely. Man, oh man, that wide body Charger, he is thick, so he does rub on the rails. That does slow him down. He was unable to climb the hill, and the Demon barely got it done. He had to ride the rails to the finish. And one final race for the first round. It will be the Honda Civic Type R taking on the Ford Mustang. All right, a JDM powerhouse versus an American thoroughbred. Here we go. With the way this event has been going, lane one, where the Civic is, has seemed to be in the money lane. Let's see if that Mustang can turn it around. Oh, good drag race. A great race, but it was little too late for the Mustang. They are eliminated, but that Falcon livery is so nice to look at. Absolutely, probably one of my favorite liveries. But the Civic will move on, and just like that, we have our final 8 moving into the second round. All right, 4 more are going home. All right, it's time for the Mighty K versus the Chevette to kick off round number 2. All right, Mighty K versus Chevette. Let's go. Oh, man, the Mighty K. The Chevette popped a sick wheelie coming over the hill, but he could not correct it as he was coming down. So, Mighty K moves on. Chevette goes home. Up next, Mercury Cougar, Lamborghini Remington. All right, Mercury versus Lambo. Let's go. Once again, the far lane is ruling the roost. The Mercury moves on. It looks like the Lamborghini had trouble climbing the hill. That is not a good sign with these lower cars. All right, Off-Road Charger versus Hemi Challenger. All right, who is going to be the final Fast and Furious car to move on to the round of 4? Let's go. Oh! I know I'm going to get a lot of comments saying lane 6 isn't worth a darn, but I promise you guys, during testing, it was working out just fine. It's just the cars that are running it, they're not having the best of luck. One final battle for the second round, the Demon versus the Type R. All right, USA versus Japan. Oh, there's a man, I thought we had a drag race. Oy vey, I thought we were going to have a better downhill run with that. But the Civic blew it. That means the Demon moves on. Alrighty, who will move on to the contender round? All right, Mighty K versus Mercury Cougar. Mighty K's been winning every race in that far lane. All right, here we go. Oh, the Cougar with some massive air. I tell you what, the Cougar with the massive air ends his day. That was the most air we have seen from the Mercury Cougar. And well, it gave him a one-way ticket to going home. All right, Dodge Charger versus Dodge Demon. I know we have a preferred lane, but consider it like a NASCAR race. There is a preferred lane around a racetrack that is just better than the other ones. And you know what? It is all part of racing. All right, here we go. There it is. Yeah, no idea what is going on with our lane number 6, but we cannot get a car to land on the track straight. And that means all of our winners been coming from that far lane. The King may be in trouble. All right, the contender round is set. Mighty K versus the Off-Road Charger. I'm looking to see Mighty K move on. This is one and done. All right, the Off-Road Charger needs to pull a miracle out of his hat. But I tell you what, I cannot wait for the next Race Wars event when we head back to the Cottonmouth. We love fat track racing, and I cannot wait to have some more fun with it. All right, who's it gonna be? There it is, Mighty K. Almost by default, Mighty K will move on. All right, the time has come for the King round. It is our $1 million Race Wars winner and our two-time reigning, defending, undisputed Race Wars King, the big bad Ford F-150, taking on the little Mighty K. Here we go. As always, the King gets lane preference. He chooses the far lane. He chose the far lane. Chooses is not a word. He chose the far lane. There we go. All right, Ford F-150, the Race Wars King, taking on the little Mighty K, the little guy who could. Let's go. As always, the King round is a best of 3 first vehicle to win 2. The King strikes first. Mighty K was right there with him. All right, we have switched lanes. Now it is time to do it again. I'm afraid the King's gonna crash out of this one. Let's go. As I was correct. Man, oh man. I guess not all lanes are created equal. The King and Mighty K are at a 1-1 battle. Next vehicle wins. All right, for one final time, it is the Race Wars King, the big bad Ford F-150, taking on the little contender, Mighty K, for one final race. All right, who's it gonna be? Ooh, we have a stalemate. That means we are going into one final race, and we will switch lanes again. I have a feeling our king is in trouble. Per rules, we switch lanes after every DNF. That means the king is in the most vulnerable lane and Mighty K is in the money lane. Who leaves here as the Race Wars king? All eyes are on these two competitors. We know the lane that the Ford is in is a terrible lane. And we know that one that Mighty K is in just an absolute dominant lane. Here we go for what could be one final time. Unless we see another double DNF, who's it gonna be? That's my new king! Oh my goodness, may have been a Mickey Mouse victory as that lane was undefeated. Mighty K is the new Race Wars king. I cannot believe this. Oh my goodness, I am hearing the boos from across the interwebs as Mighty K has taken the crown away from the big bad Ford F-150, but hey, he still is a $1 million winner, and he will be back on the Cottonmouth 2.0 to try and reclaim his crown. But Mighty K, what a drive. How well will this little guy do on the Cottonmouth Fat Track? Can he retain the Race Wars Championship? We'll find out. So our old king will take his check, pack his bags, and go home. Until next time, we'll park him right there. But that's going to be it here from the Twin Peaks Raceway. Going to try and perfect this again, see if we can get both lanes as dominant as the other. I was just hoping for a little bit better racing, but we are not perfect. Tracks are not perfect, but we will rebuild and come back stronger than ever. So I will start the teardown process. I think we're going to have a King of the Hill event next, have a little fun with that. And then probably do some more Eliminator, some more Demolition Track. Regardless, we're here to have fun. But that's going to be it. Do all the good stuff and help me out. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Definitely make sure you're part of the Hawkeye Holler Nation today, so you don't miss a future upload here on the channel. Congratulate the new Race Wars King, the little Mighty K, even though we're going to call him a Mickey Mouse King as it was honestly handed to him. But again, we are not perfect. Imperfections are true in 2023. But anywho, don't forget, doing a demolition tournament. We already have 2 winners advanced. We will see you winner number 3 next week, as I have just repainted the curve into the danger zone. I've already wiped a little bit off of that, so it looks like the Canger zone, but that was a D at one point. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. Show your support for the channel today by becoming a Patreon member or a YouTube member. Find those links down below. My Amazon storefront is down below as well. Pick up your Hot Wheels essentials down there. It does help support the channel very much so. Find me on Instagram. And again, I will see you back here at the Holler for another video. Peace, love, and DIECAST Racing. I am out of here. Get your Peace, Love, and DIECAST Racing shirts in my Teespring shop down below. Rep it, wear it, love it. I am out of here.